Welcome to the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Before I start, please join me tonight. I'll be hosting the My Fund the Future Asia session from 8 to 10. That's right. Please go to SK Trading YouTube or My Fund the Future's YouTube. And we also been within the 2 hours, we have 10 giveaways. So it's a real great time to be there. Also, if anybody would like a 5-day free trial to my live stream, please text me your full name and email to 914-500-7484, and I will send you a 5-day free trial to my Discord. It goes out and started every Monday from 8:30 to 4. All right. So today, well, you witnessed it. New highs. Spiders took out that 760.40 was the old high, pushed up to 773. And again, the market was very, very strong here today. So we made new highs on the S&P, new highs on the Dow, new highs on the Russell. Now we're going to see if the NASDAQ will make new highs above the 31,000. Now, after hours today, we had AMD miss on earnings. I had a feeling they were going to miss. I said it to my community, we were going to miss. And they did. Stocks trading 472. AMD was up trading around the 530, so it evaporated the up 40 plus gain on the day and now down 12. So we'll see what happens. All right. Also today we saw the NASDAQ up 1,000 points, the Dow up over 1,000 points. The NASDAQ was up over 4%. Over almost close to 4%, 3.7%. Now, in 4 days, we went from 27,200 to 29,900, 2,700 points. Insane. Okay. This is why I'm telling you that the next push down, if I believe my numbers to be right, between now and October, if we get a pullback near 7,000 on the S&P and a pullback to 25,000 to 26,000 on the NASDAQ, I think you got to back up the truck. Now, people are like, Steve, well, what's going to be the catalyst for that? You never know, but I think something's coming. We have, if you look at the daily here, you can see the daily SpaceX after hours got kabooshed. If you look here on the daily time frame, you can see here the big gaps up. Here's one gap, here's two gap, here's three. Okay, this is completely unsustainable. Completely unsustainable. And when you see something like this, okay, it's really parabolic. And you can see how the spiders went from the 729 all the way up to the 773. Looking at 44 points, 440 points in roughly 4 days. So this is, I do think you're going to get significant pullbacks. I do believe before we head higher towards the end of the fourth quarter, this gap will get filled, and I do believe that we will test new lows here. I think the market is playing out a picture perfect scenario. The big number tomorrow is going to be SanDisk. SanDisk today was up 11%, trading at 1430, still up on the day. AMD, Micron, up about 7.5%. So the chip sector, very strong. NVIDIA here, up 5. After hours, 216. So NVIDIA, very, very strong on the after hours here, up over 4.8%. Now, one of the things that you have to remember going into this is that the parabolic moves, you take money off the table, especially on the new highs. My target was 7,800, maybe 7,850, and if we do get that, I would be looking to exit all longs. I don't think we're going to 8,000. I do believe that a pullbacks here, especially off these daily charts, are going to get filled. These gaps will get filled. All right. Also, so for tonight, the title is How to Trade Breakouts, How to Trade New Highs, and this is exactly how we're going to, what I'm going to cover today here. So if you look here, you can see the new highs here, like I said, but look at the patterns here today. We were just completely parabolic here, right out of the gate, boom, right up, ADX is rising. So when you have all these ADXs rising like this and you're making new highs, very hard to get a pullback on the 15-minute time frame. You need to buy practically all the pullbacks on the 3 and the 5-minute time frame. So if you look here from the opening, you can see the pullbacks here on the opening here. You can see here at 10:45, here's the gap up. Here's one pullback, 764.10, and then you can just see the pullbacks here. Here's a little one here. Here's another one here. Again, you can see here's another one. Beautiful bull flag right here. 771 at 205. Here's another pullback. So really using the smaller time frames really was the catalyst here. On using the smaller time frames in order to be able to buy the pullbacks here. Really very difficult. We did maybe get one little pullback here on the 15-minute time frame, but that's minor. If you look at the 30-minute time frames, very, very, very strong here. Now, this is very troubling. Whenever the ADXs are in this over 55 or 60, you have a 76 and a 68. Not me. Not me. I'm looking for sharp pullbacks here, and that to me I think is the catalyst here. I want to show you Apple here. Apple, really great long pattern. The 15-minute reverse to buy, and it correlated right here with the, look at that beautiful bull flag, correlated with the 30 and the 60. Apple 308.25 rallies about $3. Palantir was a big standout today after the earnings. Big short interest, up 27%. You can see the 30-minute time frame is going to set up a great long tomorrow. But when you saw Palantir here making new highs above the 162 here, 164, you can see how the MACDs did not confirm the highs, and then the caboose here dropped about 2. Now let me show you one more pattern. Look at the QQQs here on the 15 and the 5-minute time frame. This happened at the end of the day. You can see the new high right here, 725.86, 725.86. You pushed up, you made new highs, you were overbought here. Trust me, you were overbought into these negative MACDs on the 15, 725.53. And you can see how you made a new high, the non-confirmation on the 15 and the non-confirmation on the 5. So really great shorts there. Also, the Russell IWMs, very bullish here today. Again, you can see you really got a late afternoon. You had this gigantic run up, this ADX rising, big monster buying pressure. Really, every pullback on the 5-minute time frame was a great long. You can see here, this is the gap up here. Look at this beautiful long. Everything set up beautifully around the 10:30 time period on the oversold condition. 298. Look at that and change. You can see the push up here, up over $1, and it just continued to keep going higher. Again, once these MACDs turn negative, this is where the trouble began. 302.32. You can see here 302.32. Again, not much, but then you got the drop at the end of the day. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I think these negative MACDs are going to take hold here. I do think the market's overextended, and I think tomorrow, well, I'll tell you what I expect for tomorrow when I get back here. So for tomorrow, we had this monster run up. Like I said, the way to trade the breakouts, the no overhead resistance on the new highs is to use the smaller time frames. However, the key catalyst for tomorrow is going to be what? Trading the market based upon the new high. Now, we have NVIDIA up after hours here, roughly about almost $4.50, $5. So I'm going to find out what's going on. That actually kept the market from getting cabooshed. After AMD, the NASDAQ was trading around the 29,790 level. And now we're up about 60 handles higher than that. So I think for tomorrow, if we do get any type of overbought conditions, remember we have SanDisk after the close tomorrow, and I think that could be the top here, short-term top. I'm looking for a healthy pullback here, which is good for the market. And if ultimately if my scenario is right between now and October to get a pullback to 7,000 on the S&Ps or 7,100, 70.50, I'm not sure if 7,000 breaks. It could, but people are going to say, well, what are you, crazy? What's going to cause the market to drop that much? Well, then what I would be looking for is if you do get that pullback, let's say the high is, let's give an example, 7,800. The drop is 800 points. Let's say 7,000. You take the 7,000, the 7,800, the 800 points. You flip it. Boom. The target 800 upon 7,800. 8,600 on the S&Ps next year. That's right. You heard it here. All right. So for tomorrow, any overbought conditions, I'll be looking to short. I'll be looking for pullbacks here. Right now we are exactly 12 points above. That's 120 points on the S&P just before the 771, 764. S&Ps need to be down 70 points, 7,700, in order to get the 60-minute time frame to reverse sell. I don't know if that's going to happen going into Sandisk's earnings. Now, it could happen after Sandisk's earnings, but we'll see. So for tomorrow, any overbought conditions, I'll be looking to short. These three gaps are going to be very, very important here. I think the market's headed for a caboose. These gaps will get filled within the next 2 to 7 to 8 weeks. And I'm telling you, I think more to come after that. All right. All right. So again, any new highs tomorrow, I'll be looking to short them. Any pullbacks at deep oversold conditions, probably look to buy them as long as those trends still remain the same. Just to give you an example, on the QQQs, the 30-minute time frame, 7:15.91, big number. Spiders, 767.16. That's 40, about 40 points on the S&Ps, and then about 70 points to get a sell reversal on the 60. I don't see that, especially with NVIDIA up about 4.5 points. So I think the market's going to play out. We're going to see what happens with Sandisk's earnings, and that could be the catalyst for the drop, okay? All right. When I get back, I want to tell you something that's very important to hear, and I need to send this message to every great trader out there. So for every great trader out there, the most important thing, obviously, is learning the ability to have preservation of capital, to hit your goals every single day, to be consistent. You hear me say the same things over and over and over again. However, the key thing is to apply it. Today, someone just sent me a text and just got to pay out about $6,000. This to me is music, because why? As I told you, discipline comes in many forms, in many ways. Being consistent in money management, being disciplined in your approach, in your work ethic, and doing all the great things to become a great trader. So keep at it. And the most important thing for me as a trader is to be consistent, to be able to come back the next day, and to allow yourself the flexibility to be in one of the greatest industries in our world, right? To be able to be a great trader, it's one of the hardest things, but also one of the greatest rewards if you stay disciplined, focused, and do the work and learn and see things the way they are and follow the rules, and you'll become a great trader. Okay? Thank you for joining me tonight on the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Please hit the subscribe button. Please leave a comment. Also, if you'd like to follow me on social media, please follow me on official Stephen Kalayjian on Instagram, X, TikTok, and LinkedIn. If you'd like to get a 5-day free trial, you can just text me your full name and email to my cell phone number, 914-500-7484. And if you like to reach out to me to have a question, again, that's my personal cell phone number. And again, I do not DM and I do not ask for money. So please be wary of that. All right. Thank you very much. I'll see you tonight. God bless you. God bless our troops. And God bless the United States of America. See you tonight.